Alright, a Brian Trenchard Smith film. That could only mean that it's Warwick Davis, so you know what that means. Drumroll. Yeah, it's Leprechaun 3! Yeah, Leprechaun 3! Yeah! It's the best Leprechaun movie, bro. Check it out. I got this old VHS way back when at an old video rental store, way before Blockbuster came and kind of took over the smaller business ones. And you can see here, let me take it out of its protective sleeve. It's pretty old. It's beat up here, little scratch mark there, and look at that little tape part there. Yeah, man. I have to say Leprechaun 3, out of all of the Leprechaun films, is my favorite. You know, the first one is iconic in its own right? Like, I mean, and it's also, what's her name's, Jennifer Aniston's first film. Even though she tries to act like it wasn't, and acts like she's ashamed of it, but that movie is a masterpiece. And I always say Leprechaun 2 is also really good, but Leprechaun 3, man, it's great. He's in the city, he's in Las Vegas, he's in Sin City, he meets an Elvis impersonator, and it's just an overall good time, man. It's just a great, fun film experience. And of course, it's St. Paddy's Day, right? So here at the Lagoon, as soon as it hits midnight, St. Paddy's Day, and as soon as I awaken from my slumber, it is a Leprechaun marathon starting from Leprechaun all the way to Leprechaun back to the hood. And it's an all-day event, happens every year. Of course, I listen to some Irish drinking music, and I wish I could be playing some, but I don't want this video to be copyrighted strike. And of course, I enjoy a 6-pack of Guinness and a little bit of Jameson. However, the Jameson's getting cooled, so you'll excuse me, I'm not going to have a shot of that. But we are going to enjoy a Guinness. So I know I've kind of been on a little mini hiatus here, and I haven't been streaming games or anything, but I wanted to make this video and hang out with you guys. And don't worry, I will return later tonight and finish up Return to Drangleic 2026, and we will beat Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. But I just wanted to kind of hang out with you. St. Paddy's Day, I know it's a little early, and I've been rocking hard. I'm already on Leprechaun 3, right? So let's go ahead and open up this Guinness and try it. Yeah, I love Guinness. It's not a beer for everyone. It is a very dark malt beer, right? And this one is Guinness Drought Stout, and it's brewed in Dublin, and it is nitrogenated for smoothness, 4.2% alcohol volume, 11.2 floor ounce, straight from the bottle, enjoy chilled. Yeah, Guinness is great, and it was established in 1759. The luck of the Irish, man. Use opener to enjoy safely. I'm going to go ahead and keep that little bottle cap to symbolize my first Guinness on St. Paddy's Day. Cheers. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Prolts. Oh, man. It's so good. It's like chocolate. It's so good, man. I love Guinness. I have to say, if you've never had this beer, what are you doing in your life? But also, if you don't like chocolate or really darker malts or darker beers, you're going to hate it. But it's really good. It's very rich. So, you know, don't make yourself sick. Enjoy responsibly, of course, obviously. So, I kind of wanted to make this video kind of like a mixture between a drink review and also just a review of Leprechaun 3, and just to kind of hang out. It's not going to be too long of a video, but I just wanted to spend a little bit of time with you today here at the Lagoon and celebrate St. Paddy's Day with my fellow Lagoonians. And if you celebrate, cheers. If you don't, well, then I'll have to pinch you because you're probably not wearing green. And as you can see, I've got my green Funko Pops out. We got the Great Cthulhu right there, and of course we got Frankenstein's monster there, the creature. And I like this little Funko Pop because he's holding the flower. Check him out. Isn't that cool? I really like that. I like that one a lot. And we got the great Warwick Davis here. Phenomenal performance from him. It's always been a dream to get to meet him. I do believe he might be coming to Texas Frightmare this year, and I hope so because I would love to meet him and have him sign my VHS copy. Speaking of VHS copies, I definitely need to get the first Leprechaun and part 2. Honestly, I want them all on VHS, but I think they stopped getting on VHS after part 4 when he's in space. I know that's Meat Cannon's favorite. Honestly, my favorite is the third one. We've already discussed this. I like it, and I think it's a great film because it's unique. I think there's something specifically frightening about like a horror film taking place in the city because you're amongst a whole lot of other people, and it's scary to think that someone could hurt you when you're around other people, and you would think that those other people would come to your assistance, but unfortunately, as current events show, that's not the case. People just pull out their phone and film you dying instead of helping you or calling the cops. So it's kind of sad, and I think it's absolutely frightening to be in that kind of setting, and I think it works really well, especially for the Leprechaun series, because you know, it's first kind of started out in like a isolated cabin, and then the second one kind of expanded upon the lore, and I like it because it's like a homage to the Bride of Frankenstein, right, where the monster is trying to find his bride, and he wants his bride, and he'll do anything to get his bride, but ultimately his bride only lasts a few seconds, you know, because that union, like in the original Bride of Frankenstein, is sacrilegious and blasphemous, and so therefore it cannot be, and it is null and void instantly and destroyed and stuff like that. And it's just a love letter to the older Universal classic monsters, right? And you get to 3 and you can tell that they're just trying to have fun, you know. It's like, you know, Jason Takes Manhattan's one of my favorite Friday the 13th films because it's just great. Like, I like how the first half of that film takes place on a boat, and it's very isolated and claustrophobic, and then it arrives in New York City, right, in Manhattan, in this big environment, and even still, he still catches up to you, and somehow in this big city, with all these people, it's even more isolated and claustrophobic than it was on the ship, and I think it's just genius in horror. And, you know, Jason 8 was supposed to be the end of the franchise, but that movie made so much money that... and it solidified Kane Hodder as the definitive Jason, and rocked him into superstardom. And it was so popular and made so much money that they're like, well, we gotta make another one. Well, where do we do? Well, Jason Goes to Hell. And then how does that one end? Oh, Freddy versus Jason. But then that movie went into developmental hell, right? And then we finally get Jason X when Jason's in space, you know. And again, you know, at that time, you know, Leprechaun 4 in space. So, you know, you get the fun, like, space tropes. And I miss horror films like that because they don't make those kind of films anymore where you're just having a good time. Like, who cares? Who cares if it's serious, you know? I want a trash film that is aware that it's trash, but is using practical effects, using the budget they have, and it's fun. Nowadays, they spend thousands of dollars on movies and they look like garbage, and the plots are terrible, and you know, it's just they don't have the films today just don't have the charms, right? But anyways, Leprechaun 3, man, I just think it's great because you get the cool, like, kind of Irish folklore, and you can tell Warwick Davis is just fully embodying the character, right? Like, he's just so great, and he just loves his gold, and he's short one piece, and he's, you know, look, he's like, I'm gonna tear down all of Vegas to find the one piece of coin, and then, you know, the main character has that piece, and you get to see him get corrupted, and he turns into a leprechaun. It's just so much fun. Like, the acting is so good, the performance is so good, and I feel as silly and over the top as this film is, its messaging is vanity and greed and gluttony and all these horrible, deadly sins. You know, these deadly vices, right? And it just shows you how it can corrupt you and turn someone who's pure of heart into a monster, into this savage creature that just wants me girls, you know. And yeah, it's just a great time. So if you've never seen this film, I would highly recommend you fix that immediately. The thing about the Leprechaun films is that you don't really need to see like one or two before you see this one, because the they kind of don't. I mean, I would say that they do flow good together, but like they definitely don't like pick up where the last one left off, like the Hammer Frankensteins or the Hammer Draculas or anything like that. It's kind of like their own contained story. And except for the exception of Leprechaun in the Hood and Leprechaun Back to the Hood. Both of those are very guilty pleasure films, and I mean, they're cult classics in their own right? But I would highly recommend you enjoy yourself some, Irish food today, some good potatoes, and some Irish beer, Irish whiskey, and if you can, an Irish car bomb, which are so delicious. But, please drink responsibly. Don't make yourself sick. Enjoy some water. Enjoy some green water if you diet and stuff. And have fun, And have fun. And, don't mistake this holiday for just getting wasted, because that's not really what it's about. But it is a day of a preliminary indulgence. So if you are fasting and you do participate, and it is Lent, you are allowed a day of breaking your fast and enjoying a beer and enjoying yourself. And it's a wonderful, wonderful holiday. It's so much fun. I look forward to St. Patty's Day every year. If you're in the restaurant industry, you're going to get slammed today, especially if you have a bar. But it's just a fun time, and I hope that your day is full of blessing and joy and hope and prosperity and wealth, and that if you're going through something today, you get a little respite and get to relax and hang out. So cheers to you. And it's just been a pleasure hanging out with you for, 12 minutes, right? But what can I say about this beer? Well, hang on, let's taste it. Oh, man. It's so good. It's so feeling. It fills you up, man. It's just so good. It's got such a good addictive taste, man. I can't express to you how delicious this is. It's every St. Patty's Day I have at least one Guinness and a glass of Jameson. It's a good time, and I like to make some French fries, put a little oil, a little parsley on it, a little salt and pepper, a little garlic seasoning. So good. So that's how I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day, is just kick back and be with my girl and watch Leprechaun films and listen to some good old Irish music. Let's see. I think one of my favorite Irish songs of all time is actually, hang on. Yeah. I love the Dumblers, and my favorite song by them is "Hand Me Down Me Bible." I rock to that song every St. Patty's Day as well. And Luke Kelly is, I think, my favorite Irish singer of all time. He's got some of the greatest of all time Irish music. Luke Kelly and the Dumblers, man. If you haven't listened to them, I'd highly recommend you listen to them. And I would really love to play some, but I don't want to get copyright striked. And then of course, his song "The Rocky Road to Dublin." It's a great song. I mean, great artist. There he is. Shout out to him. Just a great time, man. I just can't get enough of his music. Okay, I don't want to get copyright strike, but you get the point. It's a good time. We're rocking here out at the Lagoon, and I don't want to take too much more of your time, but I just wanted to hang out, and I appreciate you all understanding my little mini hiatus. I needed to write and kind of get away and enjoy myself here at the deeper end of the lagoon and swim and enjoy some good food and song and drink and watch some old iconic films. And I'm looking really forward to bringing you this Halloween my Creature from the Black Lagoon deep dive, and of course The Boy Who Loved Cockroaches. Look out for that audiobook. I still have quite a bit to go on that though, so I'm not promising that'll come out this year, but definitely by next. And then, I'm hoping that animation that I've been working on will be able to come out, but I'm not sure if it'll be completed in time. But I'm hoping it will, so look out for that. If it doesn't come out this year, hopefully by next. And then, of course, there's The Haunt this year, which I can't talk too much about, but I'm really excited. And I've been working on that, and I've got some really good stuff going. So we got a lot of exciting things coming at the Lagoon for you. And, of course, Melkor will return next week. I kind of let him out accidentally. Don't tell Gill-Boy, but, it happens. But outside of that, chat, I hope that you're having a really great time. And I hope you enjoyed your St. Paddy's Day, and I will see you later tonight with some more Dark Souls 2. So until then, cheers, and have a wonderful, blessed St. Paddy's Day. Brolts. Cheers. St. Patrick, pray for us. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you soon. Give me my gold.